We deserve a judge with the experience to get it right. Every case, every day. Beth Tanner, experienced, dedicated, fair. She knows how to apply the law to protect children in crisis while keeping our communities safe. We need a proven district court judge. That's Beth Tanner, experienced on the bench and fair in every case. For justice that protects your constitutional rights and keeps our neighborhoods safe, vote Beth Tanner March 3rd.
Paid for by Beth Tanner for judge.
Rick's Wood-Fired Pizza in the Kohl's and Hobby Lobby Shopping Center has updated their menu. Many of their salads, pizzas, and wings are still available, plus several new ones. Now their fresh pizza dough is made with authentic Italian flour from Naples, Italy, the birthplace of pizza. So experience genuine Italian flavor. Rick's is the fun place for family and friends. Dine in or sit on the patio. So jump into the fire at Rick's Wood-Fired Pizza in the Kohl's and Hobby Lobby Shopping Center. Rick's Wood-Fired Pizza is open daily from 11 a.m.
Hi, this is Rodney Swarms with Plumbing Night. We know that plumbing emergencies can happen at any time. In fact, they seem to happen at the most inconvenient times. And then inviting an unknown plumber into your home, that can add to the stress of the situation. The Plumbing Night wants to alleviate any stress about inviting a technician into your home by guaranteeing that we have not only the very best plumbers, but also the most knowledgeable plumbers. Before any of our employees are hired, all of the employees must undergo drug testing and a thorough background check. If they don't pass, they aren't hired. No exceptions. Once they're hired and part of the team, they receive continuous technical and customer training to ensure that they are the very best at their trade. This training is week after week, month after month, year after year. This training is what got us into community college to teach the plumbing trade. So the next time you have an emergency, call the Plumbing Night. They're known for extraordinary service and integrity.
Call the Plumbing Night at 639-5555, day or night, or on the web at theplumbingnight.com.
Everyone has one, a to-do list. Don't let yours become overwhelming. Your friendly Olmsted Village Hardware family is just around the corner, ready to assist. The team is on duty every day off of Highway 211 in Pinehurst Olmsted Village Shopping Center. Convenient parking awaits you near the front door. Inside, we'll handle your projects affordably and efficiently. Olmsted Village Hardware carries a broad spectrum of tools for home and garden, including a lineup of Ego electric chainsaws, blowers, and hedge trimmers. Ego products are more powerful than gas options. Do-it-yourselfers are inspired by our selections of must-have tools for the home workshop, including time-tested brands such as DeWalt, Master Mechanic, and National Hardware. Whatever is on the list, Manager Joe and his staff are standing by to help 7 days a week. And don't forget to ask about our bargains of the month. Short on time? No problem. Shop with us online and schedule delivery.
Sandy Ridge Memory Care provides all the amenities of home while providing personalized resident care and a dedication to a safe, secure, and comfortable environment for your loved one. Providing care for dementia and Alzheimer's population has been our specialty for over 20 years. Research has proven that a loving, structured, and intimate home environment successfully fulfills the needs of both the one affected by dementia and Alzheimer's, as well as the family caregivers. As one of the largest memory care facilities in North Carolina, we feature 3 separate secure units within our community. Each wing is designed for individual needs and preferences. Call for an appointment or just drop in to tour our facility and discover for yourself the care that sets us apart. Located only minutes from Moore County and surrounding areas, Sandy Ridge Memory Care is the right place at the right time. On Bowman Road in Candor or online at sandyridgeliving.com. Call 910-974-6000.
Thanks for help bringing the economy back. One local purchase at a time.
Kind of uplifts you and you feel better.
It's the greatest comeback of all time. With Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
Calling Coach Pete and the team at Capital Financial entitles you to that golden ticket.
So the golden ticket entitles everyone who gets that, sort of like a Willy Wonka chocolate bar. It entitles you to come to Coach Pete Win. It entitles you to get that 22-step total retirement plan and workbook that will go through, and also when you come in, you get the big book on retirement. But the 22 steps show you everything we're doing behind the scenes to make sure you have that comfortable retirement you deserve with the maximum income that is going to be contractually guaranteed to be there for the rest of your life. It'll never go away. And if you pass away before for your spouse continues to get that as well. So it doesn't stop sending income checks out until the both of you are passed away. Now, when it stops sending checks out, though, that means you both passed away. Whatever's left in there gets sent to your kids or grandkids or churches of charity, whatever you decide ahead of time.
Call 919-415-1716, 919-415-1716, or text COACH to 600-700.
Investment advisory services offered by Capital Financial Advisory Group, a North Carolina registered investment advisor.
When you meet about your retirement at Capital Financial with the team, it's not only comprehensive, it's customized because everyone is different. Coach Pete is president and founder of Capital Financial. Coach, give us a little glimpse of that meeting with the team at Capital Financial.
Yeah, we do 22 steps behind the scenes for your plans, folks, and we give it all on one page. We explain it all on one page in coding, easy to understand, so you see exactly what's going to happen in retirement. It's a one-page retirement income plan. And if you haven't had that yet, we're going to do that at no cost or obligation. If you call right now, we'll put one together for you, but it'll put you in control of retirement instead of retirement controlling you. And that's the best thing you could ever feel, is that freedom, the financial freedom that you and your family deserve.
Get that look at what your retirement can be, and it's also an excellent second opinion opportunity. Call 919-415-1716, 919-415-1716, or text COACH to 600-700.
Investment advisory services offered by Capital Financial Advisory Group, a North Carolina registered investment advisor.
This morning starting out mild by early January standards, and that warm-up continues heading into the afternoon with high temperatures in the 70s, breezy at times under a mostly sunny sky. Overnight, we're partly cloudy, temperatures in the low to mid-40s out the door Thursday morning. A weak front passing through the area, so we're not quite as warm Thursday. More cloud cover and high temperatures mid to upper 60s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Chris Michaels in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills' #1 morning show, Mornings with the LeaderMan, here on Talk 97.3 FM. 104.1 FM and 990 AM WEEB, and heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Bobblehead Day.
I'm getting a bobblehead!
I'm the bobblehead.
Bobblehead.
It is National Bobblehead Day.
Thank you for my bobblehead.
Like a bobblehead.
Today we celebrate figurines that come in a variety of shapes and sizes.
National Bobblehead Day.
Spring Connected Head.
Happy National Bobblehead Day.
Showtime, baby.
That I ever knew, but I don't care for sugar, honey, if I can't have you. Since you were bad to me, my whole life is a crash. Won't you pick the pieces up, 'cause it feels just like I'm walking on broken glass.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It's Mornings with the LeaderMan. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with Ginger Bauer-Band, one of our multi-talented salespeople. Good morning, Ginger.
Good morning, LeaderMan. Thank you for having me.
Don't forget, of course, we are being heard and seen around the world on our live audio and video streams. Those are available to you from our homepage. You can get to it by going to one of our addresses for it. First is talk973.com or talk1041.com or WEEB990.com. Upper right-hand corner of every page has the audio by itself link where it says on the air, listen live. Click it once and you're listening that quick. In the middle of the homepage at the top, there's a blue sentence that says watch live video and replays of Mornings with the LeaderMan. Click that and then click today's date. You're watching the show live on the internet. Let's see. What else? All right, weather for us today here in the Sandhills area. It's going to be one of those days that you want to be outside taking advantage of it. Partly sunny today, gradual clearing, and a high of 71. That's the good part. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 43. Tomorrow, Thursday, mostly sunny with a high of 67. We'll still take that.
Yeah.
Friday, mostly cloudy, high of 73. Right on. And over the weekend, Saturday anyway, we're going to be a little on the wet side. Chance of rain, not a big one. 30% chance with a high of 75.
Gosh.
And for Sunday, still a chance of rain. We dropped to a 30% chance with a high of 58. Monday, sunshine and 47 as a new front comes through. And Tuesday, sunny with a high of 53.
Okay.
Right now around the Sandhills, winds are calm. Pressure is 2994, dew point 51, humidity 99%. We have foggy conditions. Was it foggy when you came in?
Yes, it was.
All right, foggy and 51 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All right, a little update on the 104.1 signal. Let me remind everybody, we don't have a problem with our signal. The problem is with the, what am I trying to say? The internet service provider for our transmitter in Carthage. See, all the audio generates here, goes down a internet static IP line and ends up at the transmitter. Well, on New Year's Day, they decided, they let us know about this ahead of time, that they were going to change a lot of the configuration of the line. So, they sent us the new settings. We put them in, and guess what? New Year's Day, we had no signal anymore. And that's thanks to so-called Brightspeed, formerly Sprint.
Oh.
So you know why it sucks from one end to the other. Sprint was the only carrier, man, you could have a Sprint service phone and be standing in front of their office and not have a signal. That's how bad they were.
Yes.
And they still suck. Yesterday, I was determined I was going to get a number here in North Carolina for them.
Yeah.
Turns out that's impossible. If I can't get it, I don't think anybody can get it unless you know somebody who has it already, because their corporate office is in Charlotte. And I tried every trick in the book to get that number. But no matter what you do, you end up in the Philippines, where they couldn't give a rat's ass about your service. Now, they sent out a technician 2 days ago, day before yesterday, to work on the line. And he said it was all done. He had changed the bad line there, and everything was ready to go. Well, he lied.
Oh.
It got worse.
No.
So, call him back up, and the lady says, well, we need somebody there so we can go through some checkpoints with you. So the engineer said, I can be there in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So she says, I'll call you in 15 minutes. He goes there. I mean, he's still waiting on the call.
Oh, you're kidding.
Instead, he gets a voicemail saying, we'll send a technician out there in 2 days. No, I take that back. They will call us in 2 days.
Oh, no.
Now, if you have Brightspeed service, get off of it, get away from it, because someday you will have problems. And when you try to get it resolved, well, good luck with that. Told them that I called up Spectrum, not my favorite company in the world, but got a human being from North Carolina on the line.
Okay.
And I said, how quick can you switch the service?
Yeah.
Well, it's a little aggravating. They have to first do a survey out there.
Gosh.
I said, well, get her done and get it switched, because I'm ready to switch the day you can pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping to do it while Brightspeed was still dancing around with their crap.
Sure.
I just call them up and say, look, you can pick up your modem at the bottom of the tower out there.
That's right.
Because I'm done with you. So that's where things are at right now. So we're still, it's like banging your head against the cement. You're not going to go anywhere. You are going to be forced to talk to people in the Philippines who can hardly talk English, but we will try. And I'm sorry for that. Yeah, you're real sorry. I can hear the tears rolling down your face now.
And you've got a pretty complicated problem. I mean, this is a
It's
radio
not
tower.
It's not complicated. All it needs is the internet cut on with static IP. That's it.
And
Just
it's
like
a business.
before.
Yeah.
It's very simple. We take it from there. They don't have to provide anything else.
Yeah.
But as you know, when you can't talk to somebody in this country, or at least in this state, you can't convey the problem very well, or they can't understand it, because I can't tell you how many times they spoke things back which were completely wrong.
Yeah.
And it's the worst company I have ever worked with in my entire life, and I've worked with thousands of them in one way or the other. And all I can do is just tell you, stay away from them, because the day will come when your system will go down, and you know how much you depend on the internet. Well, it won't be back for days, weeks, and maybe a month.
Yeah, that doesn't help when you're in business.
That's right, because they could care less about you. And good luck talking to somebody in this country that, because the Philippines, hell, they barely can speak English. And if they can barely speak it, they're not understanding it very well. So that's why I'm switching over to Spectrum as fast as I can get it done. And at least I can get a human being on the line if I have problems, and I can go to their office and yell in their face if I have to.
True. Is 1041 off the air, or you can still listen?
No, I have no signal to it.
Okay, so that's why you can't hear us. Okay.
Right. So we cut the transmitter off. No use transmitting dead air.
Yeah, true.
But it will be back. In the
Okay.
meantime, you got our 990 signal AM, and you got our 97.3 FM signal.
Sure.
Which you can get most everywhere. The one in Carthage tends to go northwards.
Okay.
Towards Robbins and the like. I picked up our signal down in Laurinburg last week.
Oh, fantastic.
On 97.3 and 990. So.
Oh, yeah. Still lots of ways to listen.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the latest on that. I'll update you again tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Sound bites this morning. You remember the group ZZ Top?
Of course.
Yeah. The guys with the real long beards.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were on Jay Marr's podcast, Everybody Has One. Yesterday, Billy Gibbons was one of the members of the band with the long beard, and he was asked about an offer that was made to ZZ Top back in the 80s when they played constantly on the radio and MTV, and they were asked, having to get something ready here, they were asked if the rumor about them being paid $1 million apiece to shave their beard was true or not.
Oh.
And here's what the source said.
Is it true you guys were offered $1 million to shave your beards?
It's true. It was $1 million per man.
Was that Gillette?
They deny it.
And during a Super Bowl commercial?
Yeah.
So $3 million Gillette to ZZ Top to shave your beard.
So we passed. We passed, and word got out, and our fans loved it.
And that means $1 million didn't mean much to them.
Mercy.
They were so stinking rich then. Anyway, that's like adding $20 to my checkbook,
Yeah. Yeah, I saw them in the 80s. It was after the Eliminator tour, some more late 80s, but did see them in concert here in North Carolina. My folks took me.
One of their songs was We've Got Legs. I think it was a big song of theirs.
Oh, yeah.
And we know how to use them.
Yep. Yeah, that was a big album for them, but I enjoyed that. I was in the MTV era when all that stuff was playing in rotation.
Yeah,
but
when
I
MTV actually played a song.
Yes, I know. That's been some news, but yeah, I like their old stuff. ZZ Top, great band.
Yeah, MTV started out with, they were basically a visual music service.
Yeah, music videos.
Yeah, and that's all you saw and heard.
Yep.
But they got away from, the advertising just wasn't there. So they started creating their own programming as well as playing other things other than music.
Yeah.
Until now, it does not have any music.
Yep, as of this week, right? No more music on music television. It's
Right.
still MTV, but no more music videos.
Yeah. They've gone by the way of Brightside. They suck now.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe change the name from music television to whatever it is now.
Dead music for dead people. 39-year-old Florida man got arrested after cops caught him trespassing at a construction site with a gun hidden under his prosthetic boob.
What?
Matthew Zaccarino was wearing a G-string and red lace bra. Here is Sheriff Grady Judd talking about it.
This is Matthew Zaccarino. He's 39. He's from Altamont Springs. And he's on this construction site in a vehicle by himself. And as our deputies approach him to see what's he doing on this construction site, we see this dude wearing a red lace bra with prosthetic silicone breastises. He's wearing a G-string. But you don't realize how dangerous these situations are, because under a prosthesis, we found a gun. So he was armed trespassing.
Did he have a permit?
I guess
carry
not.
conceal? Probably not.
What on earth? Bizarre. And you said that's Florida?
Yeah.
Mercy.
Yep, all this migrants from California, you know where the crazies go.
My goodness, yeah. What a sight.
Well, the late night Unique boys back in business last night. Again, we got Seth Meyers and Stephen Colbert. No, his real name is Colbert, not Colbert.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon. Remember, each one of these clowns have a staff of 50 or more people.
Oh, yeah.
Writing jokes for them. And this is the best they could come up with last night.
New York's MTA recently reported that since the start of Manhattan's congestion pricing program, air pollution in Midtown has decreased by 22%, and it's great because now you can really smell the urine.
Banana
That's
water
so
is being
funny.
touted as the latest plant-based hydration beverage, which uses an enzymatic process that separates the water from the pulp to release nutrients, in which they describe as viscous but not pulpy. Perfect for anyone saying, I love water, I just wish it was thicker.
And Netflix just announced that the final season of Stranger Things has been viewed over 100 million times. Right now, the CEO of Netflix is like, quick, throw Vecna in Bridgerton.
The American Heart Association has revived the theory that light drinking may be good for you. They've revived that theory. The theory actually needed reviving because it was found passed out behind a dumpster hugging a burrito.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. That was just so hilarious. Let me
Man.
write these down so I can throw them in the trash can where they belong.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, they make a lot of money. They could be funnier.
Well, as we acclimate ourselves to the new year, let's get rid of things we no longer need.
Happy New Year! Here's a quick note for 2026. Let's stop with the 3 words with periods after each one. Been, over, done.
Okay. All right. We'll do that.
All righty. So far, man, we just got so much funny in there. It's isn't funny.
I know.
One thing we did want to bring up, Nicolas Maduro was, of course, arrested in Venezuela by our U.S. Special Forces and taken into custody, brought to New York. Tom Tillis, our current senator up there, who's going to be relinquishing his seat in a year, said that he characterized his government as Maduro's government as a narco-terrorist regime that has fueled the U.S. drug trade and maintained a decade-long grip on corruption and crime in Venezuela. Following the U.S. military operation that captured him in early January 26, Tillis expressed his firm support for the action. He's been a little controversial in the past recently, but
Yeah.
He got that one right.
Okay.
Now, one of the clowns running for a seat, Roy Cooper, I call him Mr. Rogers because he talks like this and he's very precise in what he says, just like Mr. Rogers. Anyway, he's doing the flunky route. In other words, when you're a new senator, if you become one, you are told what to say and do. You don't think for yourself, and you follow the Chuck Schumer line. Now, he called President Trump an existential threat to our democracy. Last time I heard something stupid like that, I said, well, you know what? He's the only one doing anything. And these people with TDS, Trump deranged syndrome, will oppose absolutely anything he does. If he found a cure for cancer, they bitch about it and want to impeach him for it. You know, how dare you hurt the drug companies by finding the cure for cancer? That's how ridiculous it all is. But Cooper refused to denounce an actual dictator, an indicated drug trafficker and indicted drug trafficker who destroyed Venezuela's democracy. Yeah, you know their inflation rate there is over 1,000% a year.
It's just insane.
You know, you start out with $1, and at the end of the year, you got to bring in a wheelbarrow full of money for the same pack of gum.
That's right. I remember when, they were really struggling. It was about $30 for a 8-ounce package of cheese.
It's not we're struggling. They are struggling.
True.
People starving in the streets, killing their dogs to eat them.
Mm.
Anyway, in his pathetic statement, Cooper spews lies, refuses to acknowledge the arrest of Maduro, doesn't recognize the tens of thousands of North Carolinians killed by this guy's drug empire, and fails in the families that are destroyed by it, because when somebody gets hung up on drugs, it destroys them and everybody around them. They will steal all their own money. Instead of paying for the electrical bill, they'll go buy drugs with it.
Yeah.
And they'll steal from their spouse, their kids, anybody they can lay their hands on money.
I know.
Because the drug is that powerful.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It just consumes you. Anyway, he failed to praise the heroes from Fort Bragg's Delta Force who helped bring Maduro to justice. So why won't Cooper condemn Venezuelan's dictator, Nicolas Maduro?
Good question.
Why does Cooper not think Maduro's arrest is a good thing? And why won't Cooper praise Maduro's arrest? Well, you'll have to, nothing that Roy Cooper, everything he shows he's a puppet of the radical left, more than recklessly calling President Trump an existential threat to our democracy while refusing to condemn an actual dictator and indicted drug trafficker. Indicted drug trafficker. Keep getting that one wrong. North Carolinians deserve a whole lot better for a senator. So keep that in mind when you go to vote. Don't vote for the name recognition. He's going to be the puppet of the left. What AOC says, he will do. And that's the way it works up there. You want campaign money? You better toe the line.
Yeah, for sure.
What were you going to say?
Who's his challenger? Who's the Republican challenger?
I don't know yet. But whoever it is, I'll be voting for him.
Yeah.
Whoever wins that nomination.
Might be a primary for that.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might be a Democratic primary, but Roy will win it because he's got the name recognition. And most people who vote in these type of elections don't know the candidates. They just, my daddy was a Democrat and I'm a Democrat, so I'm voting Democrat no matter what. And that's how you end up with Kamala Harris's and the Joe Bidens of the world. Imagine Joe Biden, who even said when he was president that Maduro should be captured and brought to justice. Well, he didn't have the nads to do it, but Trump did, and we are where we are today.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, we know what the news is, but what about the not headline news?
This is not headline news. Today is National Pass Gas Day. Or as elevator operators refer to it, just another day. An 18-year-old from England won the World Darts Championships. Sadly, he was stripped of his title after testing positive for sobriety. A Stranger Things documentary airs on Monday. I'm interested in seeing how they did the elaborate makeup effects. Not on the monsters, on the 34-year-olds who were supposed to pass as high school students. And Nicolas Cage turned 62 today. If you want to get him something, you can't go wrong with believable hair. This is not headline news.
All right, and in other not headline news, Russia condemned the U.S. attack on Venezuela. No surprise there, Russia being, of course, run by a dictator.
Yeah.
Who doesn't answer to anybody. That's why he doesn't have any problem sending young men to their deaths. Here now is an IRO, Ukraine. Social Security benefits jumped 2.8% this year, so we know what the Indianapolis Colts will have to match to get Phillip Rivers to return.
Oh.
Oklahoma has surpassed Florida as the state with the highest lightning density. It would be worse in Texas if it wasn't for all the people shooting lightning out of the sky.
Oh.
Scientists in New Zealand have figured out how to potty train cows. Now comes the real challenge, teaching them how to order a Starbucks so they can use the bathroom.
Oh, my gosh.
And more young men are taking up sewing as a hobby. Forget Greenland, I can't see these guys being able to take over Candyland.
Yeah.
And like the guy said, Nicolas Cage turned 62 today. If you want to get him something, you can't go wrong with believable hair.
Yeah.
Jessica Biel says she loves watching Justin Timberlake perform because when he's up on stage, he can't be making out with other women on the balcony.
Oh my gosh.
And the U.S. Olympic hockey roster is out. Some of the biggest names in sports are on it. Like, well, I don't know any names in hockey, so.
Yeah, one of our.
I don't speak Russian.
Our Hurricanes guys, I think, is on that roster.
You go down the. I can never call hockey kids. You know, Travis Klotsky and crazy names like that.
Yeah, those French Canadian names.
It wouldn't happen with me. All right. Other things. Today is Old Rock Day.
Okay.
It's to celebrate geographical rocks.
Wonderful.
But if you want to do it with classic rock, well, here's a song to do it with. The Police.
Rocks!
That's great. Yeah. Celebrate.
Rocks!
Okay, that's enough of that.
That's good. Thank you. Needed that.
Well, we'll get to that shortly.
Celebrate rocks today.
Question. A music supervisor on the Stranger Things finale almost went with Led Zeppelin's fourth album instead of Prince.
Oh.
They went with Purple Rain because of how the song had to be placed on the album. When Doves Cry, it was the first track on that side, and it ends up with the title track.
Mm-hmm.
But that fact can be argued because Led Zeppelin would have worked. This is how those things would have sounded if Murray Brauman, or I guess that's right, put the needle down on Led Zeppelin 4.
Let's hear it.
All right, the countdown begins.
Hey, mama said the way you move gonna make you sweat, gonna make you She's buying
to heaven.
Okay.
I also have a little segment where they could have used Pink Floyd also, but I'll have to get to that next hour because coming up to the top of the hour, currently we have some fog in the area. Winds are calm, though. Pressure's at 29.94, dew point at 51. Humidity almost maxed out at 99%, but that will change as the day goes through and we burn off some of those clouds and that humidity and get to a very tolerable high. Your full forecast is up next. It is 8 o'clock.
This morning starting out mild by early January standards, and that warm-up continues heading into the afternoon with high temperatures in the 70s, breezy at times under a mostly sunny sky. Overnight, we're partly cloudy, temperatures in the low to mid-40s out the door Thursday morning. A weak front passing through the area, so we're not quite as warm Thursday. More cloud cover and high temperatures mid to upper 60s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Chris Michaels in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sandhills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
This hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. The U.S. Supreme Court is considering arguments against the state of New Jersey's attempts to restrict the activity of pro-life clinics in the state. Among the issues, New Jersey's demand to see internal records and to access names of donors supporting pro-life clinics. This alarms Christian leaders, including Jim Daly, president of the Colorado Springs-based nonprofit Focus on the Family.
Is that a crime now, to help a woman in trouble? Do you think the pro-abortion industry in New Jersey is prodding their political people in the Democratic Party to go after a pregnancy resource clinic? I just think, man, state of New Jersey, I think you have a few more problems that would be wise to work on rather than going after Christians trying to help a young woman who doesn't know what to do with an unexpected pregnancy.
The Supreme Court's ruling could have a major impact on the operation of thousands of crisis pregnancy centers all across the nation. President Trump expects impeachment-hungry Democrats to pick up right where they left off if Republicans fail to win the midterm elections. That's what Mr. Trump has told House Republicans at their retreat as they face a shrinking House majority.
The GOP's already narrow majority is down to 2 votes. The gap has shrunk this week following the death of California Congressman Doug LaMalfa, the hospitalization of Indiana's Jim Baird, and the resignation of Marjorie Taylor Greene. The margin could be reduced even further if Democrats win another seat in a special election in Texas later this month. Greg Clugston, Washington.
President Trump says the U.S. will be getting up to 50 million barrels of Venezuelan oil. The White House says no options are off the table when it comes to the U.S. assuming control of Greenland. Watching Wall Street this morning, Dow futures are up 30 points. The NASDAQ futures 55 points lower. More on these stories at townhall.com.
The following is not an actor, but a real-life story from Trinity Debt Management.
Every day I speak with people who are worried and are feeling a lot of pressure because of credit card debt. That's why I'm very proud of what we do at Trinity. We just help. We give people the support they need, along with a real plan to become debt-free. Credit card bills are consolidated into a single monthly payment that is much less than what they were paying before. Most of our members end up saving thousands and even may improve their credit scores by as much as 200 points. I know from the bottom of my heart that I'm making a difference in the lives of the people we help. It just makes me really happy.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976.
My name is Julie, and I'm a Trinity counselor. Call me and become debt-free for keeps.
1-800-990-6976.
A key border town in southern Nepal is under a strict curfew.
The curfew order follows protests between Hindu and Muslim groups after a mosque was vandalized over the weekend, officials say. The curfew warns that violators could be shot by security forces. Armed soldiers and police officers are patrolling the streets of Belagunj, located 80 miles south of the capital Kathmandu, which is the key border point for importing much of the oil, goods and supplies from neighbouring India to Nepal. Clashes between Hindus and Muslims are rare in the predominantly Hindu nation, where the Muslim population is found mostly in border regions in the southern part of the country. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
China is escalating its trade war with Japan by launching an investigation into imported dichlorosilane. That's a chemical gas that's used in making semiconductors. Beijing also imposed curbs on the export of dual-use goods could be used by Japan's military. Townhall.com. He was President Reagan's eldest son and a nationally known conservative commentator both on air and online. Michael Reagan has died at the age of 80.
The Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute announced his death in a post on the social platform X on Tuesday, calling him a steadfast guardian of his father's legacy. His cause of death was not immediately announced. Reagan was a contributor to the Newsmax television network and was known for his talk radio program, The Michael Reagan Show. Keith Peters, Washington.
A Texas teachers union is suing the state's education department, accusing it of improperly investigating teachers and other public school employees over social media remarks following the killing of conservative political activist, Turning Point USA founder and Salem talk show host Charlie Kirk. That suit filed in U.S. District Court in Austin. More on these stories at townhall.com.
We're proud to be working with our local businesses for the greatest comeback of all time.
Come together.
With Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
North Carolina has worked hard to protect its small towns with extraterritorial jurisdictions, the 1 mile buffer to control zoning, growth, and protect our quality of life. But Senator Tom McKenna sided with Raleigh politicians to strip away our extraterritorial jurisdictions against the will of Moore County residents and town councils. Unchecked development threatens to change Moore County forever. It's time to put Moore County first. Smart growth, not uncontrolled expansion.
Paid for by Ray Daly for North Carolina Senate.
J.B. Short Carpet One is your locally owned Benjamin Moore paint retailer. Come in today and discover the quality and durability of Benjamin Moore paint in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. At J.B. Short, you'll get one-on-one expert advice for contractors and homeowners alike. No matter how big or small the job is, trust Benjamin Moore paint and your local Benjamin Moore retailer. J.B. Short Carpet One. J.B. Short Carpet One, Highway 1 North between Southern Pines and Vass, or on the web at shortcarpet1.com.
Building or purchasing your dream home, adding a new fence, or maybe you're purchasing or dividing land. If so, precision matters. Before you break ground on that next project, contact DZT Land Surveying first. Whether it's residential or commercial, our fully licensed expert team provides accurate, reliable surveys to ensure your land is marked right the first time. We handle everything from property boundaries, construction layouts, to infrastructure projects. So schedule your quote by calling 910-420-1325 and avoid future issues. Trust DZT Land Surveying for all your survey needs.
At Aloha Safari Park, you can experience the thrill of the savannah from the comfort of your own vehicle. Cruise through their drive-through park and encounter majestic animals like zebras, water buffaloes, bears, wolves, and more. And don't forget to come inside once your ride is over to explore all the other animals Aloha Safari Park has. Plus, get your chance to feed the animals like giraffes. Open Wednesday through Monday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Let your wild adventure begin at Aloha Safari Park, 159 Minnie Lane in Cameron.
Care Aloha. Buy more, save more. Going on now. Hi, this is Katherine Phelps, owner of Appliances and More, where creating relationships is our business. Care Aloha carries sustainable bamboo fabrics consisting of sheets, towels, blankets, pillows, mattresses, and men and women sleepwear. The Buy More, Save More going on now. Come feel the difference at your local veteran-owned Appliances and More, featuring Care Aloha in the Town and Country Shopping Center, Aberdeen.
Oh yeah, Relive It Remodeling. With the holiday season approaching, now is a good time to get your remodeling ideas handled. Whenever I have a remodeling project, I always call the great folks at Relive It Remodeling. They come out, listen to my ideas, and help me select the right course of action. Then they give me a free estimate so that I can make an informed decision. They have over 2,000 satisfied customers, so I know I'm dealing with a quality company. Steve Lita Adams and Larry Postlethwaite are two great remodelers you want to meet. Steve also owns and operates WEEB Radio here in town. And when he's not on the radio, you can catch him on the construction sites by calling his cell phone at 910-690-2946. Let me suggest you first check out their website at reliveitremodeling.com. I promise you, it will be the best remodeling decision you ever made.
Here in the Pines, neighbors know where to go for the best deals and the best service. The locally owned, award-winning Cooper Ford in Carthage. Voted best car dealership and best service department. Cooper Ford isn't just award-winning. They're hometown proud. Locally owned with friendly faces who treat you like family and prices that can't be beat. That's why more of your neighbors choose Cooper Ford, and you should too. So start shopping today at cooperford.net. Cooper Ford, always working hard to be your hometown dealer.
NCN News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. U.S. Senator Ted Budd says the Trump administration was justified in its actions in the operation that led to the arrest of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Budd telling ABC 11 the world is a lot safer because Maduro is in custody.
I think every mom and dad around the United States that has lost a child or a loved one from the narco trafficking is glad that somebody like this has been brought to justice.
Governor Josh Stein is speaking out about the murder of a Raleigh Ravenscroft science teacher, Zoe Welch. On Tuesday, Stein spoke in support of mental health reform.
We are not doing a good enough job treating those folks. There are initiatives out there. There are these behavioral health urgent care centers, BHUGs, that the state is now setting up.
North Carolina Forest Service is anticipating an active January for wildfires. Philip Jackson is with the North Carolina Forest Service and tells WNCT.
Getting those leaves away from your house, off your patios, your porches, decks, off your roofs, clear those out.
A third day of bitter cold temperatures and snow has snarled European transportation. Airports in Paris and Amsterdam have experienced the worst of it. This man flying out of Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris is heading to Mexico.
Our next trip is from Amsterdam. We saw on the news that it's a mess there with the trains, with the planes, with the buses.
Consumers in the United States spent more than $258.8 billion online during the 2025 holiday season. That's according to Adobe. Vivek Padaya is Adobe's lead insight analyst.
It's still quite popular with consumers, especially as they manage broader kind of cost of living crunches and look for ease and flexibility while purchasing.
State Department of Health and Human Services says that 3 siblings in Buncombe County contracted measles. You're listening to NCN News.
If you pay your city or town for electricity, you live in a public power community. Public power communities provide electricity to families and businesses from a locally owned and operated system. Public power systems are not-for-profit and provide electricity at affordable rates with unbeaten reliability. Your local public power provider invests in your community, providing local jobs and supporting your local economy. Electricities of North Carolina is the energy behind public power. Learn more at electricities.com.
No matter your struggle, you are not alone. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is free, private, and always available. If you feel lonely, isolated, anxious, or overwhelmed, help is here all day and night. Call, text, or chat 988 without cost, without judgment, and without waiting for an appointment. You'll get support that can make a difference. Brought to you by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services.
President Trump is not backing down from his ambition to take control of Greenland.
We need Greenland from a national security situation.
The White House says President Trump is discussing options for how to acquire the mineral-rich self-governing territory of Denmark, saying utilizing the U.S. military is always an option.
Nothing would lead to the absolute destruction of NATO more than American aggressive action against a long-term ally like Denmark.
So far, Denmark has rejected Trump's proposals, and in a joint statement, European leaders declared Greenland belongs to its people.
That's CBS's Jared Hill. Supreme Court Justice Anita Earls is undergoing treatment for breast cancer. She announced that on Tuesday. Earls is on the ballot this year seeking another 8-year term. She says she's gotten really good news, though. Pender County officials said Monday night that they have implemented new security measures after scammers stole more than $650,000 in public funds. County Manager Colby Sawyer told commissioners,
"We have invited the state auditor's office to come in and do a full review and audit of all of our processes and procedures to see where we're doing well, where we can do better."
As we mentioned, a severe winter storm is causing widespread travel disruptions overseas.
I'm Vicki Barker at the Foreign Desk. Much of northern Europe is under snow or ice warnings, with roads snarled and trains and planes at a standstill, along with their passengers. At Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris.
I love the snow, but not now.
More than 1,000 people spent the night at Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport, and more wintry weather is forecast. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Starting out mild this morning, temperatures 45 to 50 degrees, and the warm-up continues heading into the afternoon. Highs in the low 70s out there, under a mostly sunny sky, or breezy at times as well. A weak front moves through the area overnight, so we're cooler. Temperatures in the low 40s first thing Thursday morning. Thursday afternoon, more cloud cover, not quite as warm. Highs mid to upper 60s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Chris Michaels in the Weather Center.
Right now here in the Sand Hills area, we have foggy conditions, 51 degrees, humidity 99%, 2.51. Winds are north at 1 and pressure's 29.95. It is 8:15 straight up. Let's take a look at your Sand Hills news. For this Wednesday hump day, the International Hot Rod Association has purchased the Rockingham Speedway, one of the most iconic and storied venues in America motorsports. The move reportedly reflects IHRA's commitment to preserving motorsports heritage while thoughtfully reinvesting in legendary racing properties known worldwide as The Rock. Rockingham Speedway has played a pivotal role in NASCAR and American racing history for decades and remains deeply tied to the identity and pride of the city of Rockingham and Richmond County. IHRA intends to restore Rockingham Speedway to its former glory while enhancing the venue as a multi-use destination. Planned improvements include facility upgrades, expanded fan amenities, and the addition of entertainment elements such as a concert and festival-style experience alongside marquee racing events. The Board of Education appears to be well on its way to contracting with SFLA Architects for design services for the future Moore County Comprehensive High School. This architect group did a lot of the other elementary schools around here. Following a recent request for qualification, 3 short-listed firms were interviewed by a district committee comprising of central office staff, high school administrators, and school board members. That group unanimously identified UFLA as the foremost firm. On Tuesday, members from the firm met with the high school board during a work session to praise and parse through a relatively fledgling plan to produce funding for a new high school through a general obligation bond referendum in November. The architect group has agreed to a flat fee of $8.8 million for design and engineering services for the project that stands to cost as much as $160 million. The group's compensation will be entirely contingent on the passage of the upcoming bond. The school board will vote next Monday to finalize the agreement. And Carolina Cinema Sandhills 10 announced the opening of a new CXC, which stands for Carolina Extreme Cinema Auditorium, a totally immersive sound experience with Dolby Digital surround sound. This new technology combines over 30,000 watts of power, up to 128 audio channels and 60 speakers strategically distributed 360 degrees around the auditorium. It also features a new 4K digital laser projector coupled with the latest cinema screen technology, which provides amazing image quality and more intense and defined colors with spectacular light levels. That's your latest Sandhills news from the Sandhill Sentinel. And, of course, if you need more info, just head on over to sandhillsentinel.com to get it. It is 8:18. Here comes your sports.
NCN Sports, I'm Tony Brixby. Cameron Boozer scored 27 points, including 7 in a 16-6 run early in the second half. Isaiah Evans added 23, and Duke picked up an 84-73 win over Louisville on the road. Blue Devils coach John Shire.
Cam Boozer, what he's doing is unbelievable. You know, his control over the game, I thought it was his best defensive game. Offensively, his efficiency, his ability to make others better. He just, in that first half, he settled us.
NC State beat Boston College 79-71 in Boston behind 22 points from Darian Williams. And Wolfpack coach Will Wade said Williams was a difference.
BC's defense is one of the best ones we've played. I think we're the only high major team to score over 70 on them in regulation this year. I mean, they have a great defense. We just made a concerted effort to get him the ball. Which we haven't done in other games for whatever reason. You know, we've gone away from that, but he makes the right play when he gets the ball.
Keandre Miller scored twice, while Andrei Svechnikov had 4 assists. Carolina Hurricanes beating the Dallas Stars 6-3 last night. At the start of the season, they were believed to be a top Super Bowl contender, but the Baltimore Ravens ended up going a disappointing 8-9, and for that, the team decided to make a change at the top. Here's Erica Herskowitz.
It just happened, but are you feeling like you've won another shot with these guys?
Yeah, I love these guys. I love these guys.
But it isn't to be. The Baltimore Ravens fired head coach John Harbaugh Tuesday, just days after the team failed to clinch the AFC North and a playoff spot with a heartbreaking loss to the Steelers. In his 18 seasons at the helm, Harbaugh guided the Ravens to 12 playoffs, 4 AFC title games, and won a Super Bowl. He leaves as the winningest coach in franchise history.
You're listening to NCN Sports.
As the health director in Haywood County and a nurse here in North Carolina, I can tell you that the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline saves lives.
No matter your struggle, you are not alone. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is free, private, and always available.
988 Lifeline counselors are ready 24/7 to speak with you, help you cope, and get you connected to the support that is right for you.
988, the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Call, text, or chat 988 24/7. Brought to you by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
A change at the top of NASCAR amid controversy. Here's Gethin Coolball.
NASCAR Commissioner Steve Phelps has announced his resignation after over 20 years with the organization. His departure follows a federal trial where inflammatory texts he sent during revenue-sharing negotiations were revealed. Phelps will leave at the end of the month, ahead of the season's start. His texts, including a derogatory comment about Hall of Fame team owner Richard Childress, led to backlash from supporters. His contributions to NASCAR include expanding its international presence and returning the sport during the COVID-19 shutdown. NASCAR has not announced plans to replace him immediately. I'm Gethin Coolball.
Other top 25 college basketball last night. Number 2 Michigan over Penn State 74-72. Number 7 Houston beat Texas Tech 69-65. Tony Rixby, NCN Sports.
Sometimes you just want to say,
I'm the biggest thing to hit this planet in decades.
The following radio show is to be heard only by people with a sense of humor.
97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB. We've got you by the ears.
Stay in the game with the Clark Chevrolet Cadillac Sports Report. Family owned and operated for over half a century, they do it all. Sales, service, parts, collision repair, and they never charge a dock fee. Nestled in the heart of Pinehurst, Clark Chevrolet Cadillac, fueling your passion for sports.
From start to finish, we get the job done right. Professional and caring, you're comfortable day or night. We're the local family, you can count on us. Right there, right on time, the ones you come to trust. 4 Seasons Heating and Air. comfortable with us.
Four Seasons in West End on Highway 211, 910-235-0606.
Attention classic car enthusiasts. Is your vintage ride just collecting dust, begging for a second chance? At veteran-owned Innovation Performance Technologies, we bring your dream ride to life. Our award-winning expert team can restore every detail of your cruiser with precision and passion. If you're looking for a complete frame-off restoration, custom upgrades, or paint jobs, we can do those with ease. Turn that unfinished project into a classic beauty. Contact Innovation Performance Technologies at 910-678-4600 or online at innovationperformance.tech.
Up to 40% off appliances and 12 months no interest going on now. Hi, this is Catherine Phelps, owner of Appliances and More, where creating relationships is our business. We now have financing options available with no interest for 12 months and deep discounts on all home appliances. Remember, low price guarantee, and we price match any in-stock local competitor. So please shop your locally veteran-owned Appliances and More, featuring Caraloha in the Town and Country Shopping Center, Aberdeen. See store for details.
With me in the studio is Sue Maxwell, who is a patient at Pinecone Medical Center, where Dr. Sharon Wright practices chiropractic medicine. Now, Sue, you went there with pain. What kind of pain was it, and what did you do about it?
Yes, I had arthritis in my cervical spine, and I had pain that radiated out through my shoulder, down my arm. I went to see Dr. Wright, and she did the pressure wave therapy on me. Through treatments and everything, I actually eliminated the pain in my spine and in my shoulder.
So did the pressure wave work as advertised?
Oh, my goodness, it did. Yes, I am pain-free.
And would you recommend it to your friends?
Absolutely, and I have. I have told many friends.
If you're suffering from pain, why not schedule a free, no-obligation appointment with Dr. Sharon Wright at Pinecone Medical Center? Call 910-420-1911 or visit on the web at pineconemedicalcenter.com.
Hi, this is Rodney Swarms with Plumbing Night. We know that plumbing emergencies can happen at any time. In fact, they seem to happen at the most inconvenient times. And then inviting an unknown plumber into your home, that can add to the stress of the situation. The Plumbing Night wants to alleviate any stress about inviting a technician into your home by guaranteeing that we have not only the very best plumbers, but also the most knowledgeable plumbers. Before any of our employees are hired, all of the employees must undergo drug testing and a thorough background check. If they don't pass, they aren't hired. No exceptions. Once they're hired and part of the team, they receive continuous technical and customer training to ensure that they are the very best at their trade. This training is week after week, month after month, year after year. This training is what got us into community college to teach the plumbing trade. So the next time you have an emergency, call the Plumbing Night. They're known for extraordinary service and integrity.
Call the Plumbing Night at 639-5555, day or night, or on the web at theplumbingnight.com.
As our economy gradually reopens, remember to support local.
Know you're doing the right thing and stay proud.
Be a part of the greatest comeback of all time with Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
This morning starting out mild by early January standards, and that warm-up continues heading into the afternoon with high temperatures in the 70s, breezy at times under a mostly sunny sky. Overnight, we're partly cloudy, temperatures in the low to mid-40s out the door Thursday morning. A weak front passing through the area, so we're not quite as warm Thursday. More cloud cover and high temperatures mid to upper 60s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Chris Michaels in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills' #1 morning show. Mornings with the LeaderMan. Here on Talk 97.3 FM. 104.1 FM and 990 AM WEEB. And heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Bobblehead Day.
I'm getting a bobblehead! I'm the bobblehead.
Bobbleheads.
It is National Bobblehead Day.
Thank you for my bobblehead.
Like a bobblehead.
Today we celebrate figurines that come in a variety of shapes and sizes.
National Bobblehead Day.
Spring-connected head.
Happy National Bobblehead Day.
Showtime, baby.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It's time once again for Mornings with the LeaderMan. I'm Steve Leader Adams along with Ginger Bauer-Ben. Good morning, Ginger, from our sales staff.
Thank you. Over here doing the YMCA. Y'all are watching on YouTube.
As I told Stephen, if we wanted you to sing or dance, we would have provided the bouncing ball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to do the YMCA. When you hear it, it's the law. You have to.
Right.
So I was afraid, didn't want to let that one go. So somebody had to do it.
Yeah, and it wasn't going to be me.
Nope, it wasn't you.
All right, don't forget, of course, we're being heard and seen around the world on the live audio stream and video stream. That's available to you from our website at talk973.com or talk1041.com or weeb990.com. Upper right-hand corner of every web page has an icon that says On the Air Listen Live. Click that once and you should be listening that quick. Just hit the play button. If you're wanting to watch the program live, you can do that too. Right there in the middle, top of the home page, there's a sentence that says Watch Live Video of Mornings with the LeaderMan. Click that and click today's date and you're watching live that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sandhills area. Well, it's going to be a nice day today. Partly sunny, then gradually partly cloudy, and gradually becomes sunny today with a high of 71. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 43 for Thursday. Sunshine, 67. Friday, more clouds and sun. High of 73, though. Chance of rain moving in Friday night into Saturday. 40% chance Friday night. 40% chance on Saturday with a high of 75. Sunday, 30% chance of rain. So it's not a washout, but it's going to be just enough to mess things up. Sunday, look for a high of 58 as this front pulls through. Things cool down. Monday, back to much more seasonable temperatures. Sunday with a high of 47. Tuesday, sunny and 53. Right now around the Sandhills, winds. Well, let's refresh that, make sure we're got the current. Yep. Right now, winds are calm. Pressure is 29.96. Dew point 51. Humidity 99%. We have still foggy conditions and 51 degrees here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All right. Donald Trump Republican song there. 8:33. Past the hour on this Wednesday hump day. Glad you made us a part of your day. Let's make sure I've got all the sound bites done.
We're going to have great weather this week. 75 Saturday?
Yeah, but rain over the weekend.
Yeah. Wonder if that'll affect the Panthers. Hope not.
Well, if they're playing football outside, it'll have an effect. But that's part of football. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on. Round two up here. Okay, we'll do that. It's 2026, and maybe we don't have flying cars, but we do have some incredible innovations that no one could have envisioned 75 years ago. A blog collected a list of 10 hilariously wrong predictions from the 50s. They include jetpacks were supposed to be everywhere. A hose would replace house cleaning.
Gosh.
The moon would have subdivisions.
Mm-hmm.
Women would tower over men. Yeah, right. They tried to do that with attitude.
Yeah.
Fusion would replace every other energy source. If they can ever tame that little form of energy, then yeah, it would replace every form of energy. Gasoline engines would disappear. It ain't going to happen.
Well,
robot housekeepers were inevitable. Cable would end commercials. Well, we know that's not true. It just increased them big time.
Yeah.
The U.S. would fully adopt the metric system.
Nope.
And, they tried to do that on the 30-year plan, and they started, when you called the weather back then, you had to call the weather to get the weather.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Before you had, long before internet.
Oh, yeah.
And you could get it off the radio, or you could call the weather service, and but they started giving it out in Celsius.
Yeah. Mm.
And, it didn't make any sense we just resisted it too much.
Yeah.
That they said, heck with it, we'll just be like we are.
Yeah.
But still you get in situations where the science geniuses will use metrics to measure everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of got to get it in your head how to translate that over to something that
Yes.
Like people our age know pounds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
inches
and so forth, so on. Yards.
Yeah.
And you got it. And when people say, "Oh, it's 22 degrees Celsius,"
yeah, what is that?
How do you? Well, I can tell you a quick way to do that.
Okay.
Is to double it. So that'd be 44, and add 30. It'd be 74.
Okay.
And maybe add 2 degrees, and you'll be within a degree.
Okay.
Quickly, and then you can do it backwards too if you have to go from degrees back to Celsius. You just do it in reverse. Subtract 30 and divide by 2, and you'll have it in Celsius within a degree or two.
Okay.
That's the quick way to do it.
Good to know.
And usually, if you got a yard, you take 3 feet. 3 feet. You take 60% of that, and that's what it is in what am I trying to say? Meters.
Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Before I embarrass myself anymore, we'll move out of that little subject. A big consumer electronics show kicked off in Vegas yesterday. These are the type of shows you would enjoy going to. Here's some of the coolest and weirdest new tech making waves online so far. A lollipop that plays music.
Oh.
The brand is called Lollipop Star. Each flavor plays a different song using bone conduction technology. The music plays inside your head.
Oh, gosh.
You can only hear it when you bite down. And they'll only cost you $9 a piece.
Wow.
How bad do you want to hear that song?
Not that bad.
Color-changing fingernails, a company called iPolish is behind them. They're press-on nails that change colors with a special device you have to buy.
Okay.
They say you can choose from 300 different shades. And the starter kit is $95.
Goodness.
It just depends on how cool you want to be.
That's right. That's right.
Talking AI picture frames, a company called Venabot came up with a digital picture frame that can talk and have conversations with you. They were inspired by taking paintings in Harry Potter. They'll cost around $300. Vibrating kitchen knives. They're like your grandma's old school carving knife you still use on Thanksgiving, but they vibrate 30,000 times per second.
Okay.
To cut through stuff more easily.
Wow.
$400 at SeattleUltrasonics.com.
Good heavens.
Well, what's the difference between that and an electric carving knife?
Right, right. My thoughts exactly.
Don't need to spend $400.
No.
AI-powered hair clippers. You choose a hairstyle in an app, like crew cut or side part, and the blades automatically adjust while you use it.
Okay.
No word on the price.
No, I got to see that.
Well, you can always use the Flowbee.
That's right. Yes. What's wrong with the
I've
Flowbee?
been cutting my hair for over 50 years with the Flowbee.
Hey. That's a testimonial.
Doesn't my hair always look neat?
It looks perfect.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yep.
The Flowbee. That's right. Now, does
basically it just pulls the hair up straight and cuts it off straight across.
Right. Okay.
You just use the spacers to control how high the hair goes.
Right. Your length.
And they do also have taper. What am I trying to say? Attachments.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
taper on the sides if you want to.
How does it power? Is it
Vacuum cleaner.
No, is it a plug-in or USB or?
Well, it's a plug-in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the head of it where it's got the blades.
Okay.
They just vibrate back and forth. I mean, cut back and forth, and you put a little machine oil on them. 3 drops of machine oil every time you use them, so they don't rust up.
Okay. Well, yeah. How long have you had that one? Your Flowbee?
Over 50 years.
Good heavens! Now that is a testimonial.
Yeah. I got a second one while I felt like, these things, you never hear of them anymore.
No.
So I said, I'm going to get a second one in reserve in case the first one breaks for any reason.
Yeah.
And it still hadn't broken.
Gosh. Well, that's fantastic.
The second one cost me about $95.
Yeah.
But the first one cost me about $30.
Yep.
Gaming headphones that read your mind. They scan your brain waves to track focus, reaction speed, and cognitive load.
Man.
Other gadgets that are currently on display, AI gaming and work companions. Razer showed off a desktop hologram that watches your game and gives tips.
Gosh. Wow.
Lego smart bricks. They light up and make different sounds depending on what you build. Like if they're part of a car, then they'll make engine sounds.
Oh my gosh.
Wonder if it's an electric car. So going to go.
Oh yeah, or make that kind of humming sound that they make.
Or the batteries exploding.
Oh gosh.
Also, a toilet that calls for help.
Wow.
A company called Vovo has a new smart toilet for seniors. If they don't use it for 8 hours, it alerts their family and causes and in case they fell or need help.
Man.
But can it bring you more toilet paper?
That's right.
Know.
Probably not.
AI mirrors. They're one of that helps you do your makeup, and another that scans your face to monitor your health.
Man.
A portable food allergy detector. Bring it to restaurants, and it can tell you if your meal is safe to eat.
Wow.
A robot vacuum that climbs stairs. It looks like a normal robot vacuum, but the base it lives in has legs.
Oh, that's great. I got to see that.
And lastly, a clip-on device that remembers your conversation. It's small enough to clip onto your shirt. It can summarize work calls or settle that argument when your spouse claims, no, that's not what I said. I say, oh, let's check it out, shall we?
Yeah.
Instant replay.
Yeah, I could use one of those. I have great ideas sometimes or turn a phrase that I can't remember later.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the worst pain you've ever experienced in your life? Like when you broke your bone or had a kidney stone.
Gosh.
Or had a kid. Someone polled 5,000 Americans. Over half of us think we've at least experienced an 8 before.
Man.
I know I have experienced a 10.
Yeah.
Because I woke up during an operation.
Oh, heavens.
And reached up and touched myself in where he was operating.
Oh, no.
And that hurt like a mother.
I bet it did.
Mean.
Oh, my gosh.
It's like instant gasoline on your gut.
God, that's
flaming.
Terrible.
It was. And I heard the nurse yell out, "Doctor!"
Yeah.
I don't think he saw me awake.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sure it scared them, too. Not as bad as it scared you, I'm sure.
Well, I didn't remember much of it. I just remember waking up and doing that and thinking to myself, oh, God, don't do that again.
Ooh, mercy.
Anyway, 17% said they never dealt with severe pain. Lucky them.
Yeah.
The poll, they live in their mama's basement. The poll defines severe as 6 out of 10 or higher. Most of the painless crowd were young people.
Yeah.
They put was young people.
That's right.
Incorrect
Was young
English.
people.
Incorrect English.
12%
said 6 is the worst they've ever felt. 8% said 7. 25% said 8. They defined an 8 as very severe. Another 10% said 9, and 24 said 10.
Gosh.
So 59% said 8 or higher.
Man.
That includes 55% of men and 63% of women. Almost everyone claimed to have at least one average pain tolerance. 48% said high or very high. Just 12% of us think we have low tolerance for pain.
Yeah.
I have a high tolerance, but it gets to a point, like I got arthritis. There's only so much of it you can take.
Yeah.
You'll climb the stairs with arthritic knees and severe arthritis, and it...
yeah, I know it's painful.
You'll want something to help it.
Yeah, of course.
Don't care about that. Okay, we haven't done this in a while. So let me pull up a couple things here, and we'll do it right now.
Well, I hope it's more fun than thinking about all the pain we've been in.
All right. Well, let's get started, shall we?
Okay.
My pretty, and your little dog, too.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
All right, my friends, it's time once again. Strap on our gun, pin on our badge, as we go out in pursuit of stupid criminals. With stupid criminal news, we've got our first candidate for Dad of the Year, and technically he wasn't even a dad yet. Some idiot in rural Kentucky got arrested after cops say he stole his ex-girlfriend's car while she was giving birth to his baby.
Gosh.
His name is Christopher Millette. I wonder if that's any relation to Jesse Millette, the confirmed liar.
Yeah.
You know, says, I got beat up.
Oh, gosh, maybe.
Well, he's 37. His ex went into labor last Friday. She was in a hospital in Pikesville, Kentucky, right near the Virginia border. Chris showed up for the birth, but the hospital said, I can't come in. It's past visitation hours. Well, my girl's having a baby. Too bad. You must leave because it's past visitation hours. The mom told him he could wait outside in her car and gave him the keys to it. He said he stayed in the car until the baby arrived, but then never came back.
Gosh.
He just bolted and left town.
Okay.
Security footage showed him getting into the passenger seat first, but then he got out, hopped into the driver's seat, and boom, off he went.
What on earth was that about?
She called and asked where her car was. He told her, it's none of your business, and hung up. Cops tracked him down the next day, GPS on phones. About 30 miles from the hospital, he was driving the car when they spotted him. He's now facing charges on theft and receiving stolen property, and it's not his first rodeo. His rap sheet includes several prior arrests, including one for possession of methamphetamine.
Oh, gosh.
Boy, she picked out the perfect daddy, didn't she?
Yeah, I hope she moves on from that.
All right. All right, that's your stupid criminal news for today. Okay. Glad we got that out of the way.
Yeah, let's have something uplifting. It is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, almost there.
Sometimes it's hard to get uplifting stuff.
Yes. Yes. Well, the weather, again, I can't say more about how uplifting this nice spring-like weather is going to be this week. So enjoy it. It sounds like it's going to kind of go back to normal on Sunday.
Well, you want uplifting, so
yeah,
we call that good news.
Okay.
So let's do it.
Good news is good news.
I have good news on good news on good news.
Good news, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get to some good news. That's what I got for y'all today.
Okay, so what's the good news?
And the good news is...
Let's hear it.
Good news number one, after 974 days in foster care, a boy in Tennessee got adopted just in time for Christmas. His name is Kaza, and he'll be 3 this spring.
All right.
A couple named Anna and Brendan Kuhn stepped in as foster parents when he was 18 days old.
Mercy.
The plan was to reunite him with his biological mom someday, but then that couldn't happen. They don't say why. Maybe she died or got a life sentence somewhere. They say they've thought of him as their own kid for a while now, so it was just a formality. The adoption went through December 19th. A bunch of friends and family showed up to court for it, so it was like a big party.
Oh, fantastic.
Happy news number 2, a wildlife group in Wisconsin rescued a deer that got stuck in someone's basement for 2 full days.
Goodness.
The people weren't home, but a neighbor checked in on their place and found it.
Oh.
It was tired and scared, but otherwise okay, and they released it back into the wild.
Oh, good.
And happy news number 3, there's a huge suspension bridge in northern Michigan that you can walk across called the Sky Bridge. And a guy named Trevor Van Camp is in the news after he proposed to his girlfriend in the middle of this bridge.
Wow.
But it didn't go quite as planned.
Oh.
His girlfriend, Danielle, said yes to the proposal, but then her idiot boyfriend fumbled things up to get the ring out of the box and dropped it.
Oh, no.
Of course, the Sky Bridge had cracks in the floor,
Oh, yeah.
slats.
Oh, man, I can see it now.
The bridge was over 100 feet up, and there was a big ski slope underneath it.
Oh, no.
They went over 2 hours searching the snow with a metal detector before they gave up around 10 p.m. But then, an employee of Bonner Mountain Resort named Pat Harper promised them he'd find it, and he went back. He found it in 30 minutes, and all is well.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, happy ending after all.
Yeah. And that, my friends, is your good news for your Wednesday. All right, some things we need to know today so we do not sound stupid. Let me get up to it. All right, things we needed to know so we don't sound stupid. Let's start out with today's impossible question, which is 12% of people said this was the best thing to happen to them in 2025. What might that be? You're not supposed to know the answer. It's just a guess.
Okay, they got married.
That's a reasonable guess, but incorrect.
Okay.
Starting a new job.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I hope it pays better than the last one.
Yeah, me too.
Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban have finalized their divorce after 19 years of marriage. President Reagan's oldest son, Michael, died Sunday at the age of 80. Amy Schumer has filed for divorce from husband Chris Fisher after over 7 years of marriage. Can't imagine anybody being married to her over 7 minutes. Add the Baltimore Ravens coach John Harbaugh to the list of those looking for work after 18 years with the team. The Harbaugh family, not only were all of them good football players, but they were also good coaches.
Oh, my. Now, what was the one about before Amy Schumer?
Reagan's oldest son.
The one before that. Oh, I'm sorry. Reagan's oldest son, yes.
Yeah, died Sunday at the age of 80.
Wow. It's hard to believe. Okay, so he was 80.
Grammy-winning gospel singer Donnie McClurkin has been sued by a man who claimed the Perfecting Faith Church founder and senior pastor assaulted him for years.
Oh.
A class action lawsuit has been filed against McDonald's, claiming that the fast food giant advertises the McRib as a rib meat sandwich, when its patty allegedly comes from other pork cuts.
Yeah.
Netflix is going to relaunch the Star Search series with celebrity judges Jelly Roll, Christy Teigen, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, with host Anthony Anderson. It'll debut January 20th.
Gosh.
The Fate of Ophelia. That's one of Taylor Swift's latest song. It has surpassed Anti-Hero to become her longest-running #1 single.
Wow.
And if you need more Stranger Things, Netflix is going to start showing a behind-the-scenes documentary on the series next Monday. And after that, you can get a life. What's ahead for Lego Smart Play, a technology that infuses toy bricks with responsive sensors, sound, and lights, available starting March 1st. With all the protests underway in Iran, the Iranian government announced they're going to start giving citizens $7 a month to help ends meet. That won't even buy you a pack of cigarettes.
Man, no kidding.
Well, that's, we've had sanctions on them, and after a while they start working.
Yeah.
And start squeezing that economy.
Mm-hmm.
We can't get gas to get to work and things like that. When we had the gas shortage here under Carter, because we ticked off the oil cartel, they squeezed us back on gas, and it became all anybody talked about, is where they could get their next gallon.
Yeah.
Had to get up at 5 in the morning, go get in line.
That's too bad, yeah.
For a gas station that would start selling at 4.
I know.
In the afternoon. A pair of shoes washed up on the shores of South Wales Beach that were from a shipwreck of a ship from the Victorian era. The shoes are estimated to be around 150 years old.
My goodness.
Bath & Body Works has released a pizza and ranch candle that is getting mixed reviews.
Yeah, I bet.
The Simpsons, well, that was a trick when selling houses that I used.
Mm-hmm.
You put an onion in the oven and you bake it all day while people came and went through the open house, and it smelled like roast beef cooking.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The Simpsons is bidding farewell to yet another iconic character. Duffman, the mascot of Homer's beloved Duff Beer, has been retired.
Oh.
Savannah Guthrie is missing from NBC Today Show as she had vocal cord surgery and is now recovering.
Gosh.
Good luck getting your voice back right.
Yeah.
Because when I had that terrible fall, it messed up my voice, 6 months.
Oh, my.
I just recently got it back.
Yeah. Well, wishing her a speedy recovery.
So I can hit the low notes.
That's right, yeah.
Led Zeppelin's John Paul Jones is selling off all his vintage music studio equipment. If you're interested, check out the auction underway at soundgas.com.
Gosh, that'd be fun.
In women's college basketball, Texas Tech has a player everyone is talking about. A little short 7'1" center, Stephanie, Japanese name from a weird name in Nigeria.
Man, 7'1".
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's getting on up there. All right. Well, so it goes for this Wednesday. Have yourself a great, safe day. We'll see you back bright and early tomorrow, 7 to 9, for a thumping Thursday morning with the LeaderMan. Until then, be sure to support the mom and pop businesses you hear on WEEB, because they're the core of our economic life here. When your disposable money ends up in their business, well, your money stays here, rolls over, and creates jobs for all of us. And that's good for all of us. And it makes for a strong economy. And if you want to find out why talk radio is the most effective form of advertising there is, bar none, because we're fresh every second of every day, well, give Ginger a call here at the station. She'll be glad to tell you about it. All right. That's it for me, the LeaderMan, Nick Colton, Honey the Dogs. We'll all see you this afternoon at the dog park.
Well, bye.
They come back. You'd better be laughing.
So, what have we learned? Heck, I don't know. But this is one crazy show. Bye now.
Cut!
That's it. Go home, everybody. None of this ever happened. Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I think we're through here.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, man. That's pretty much all I got, man. Okay, class dismissed. Rock on!
Well, let me tell you something. Everything comes to an end.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sandhills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. After shadowing it for weeks, American forces